Hi, welcome to another program. This week we want to talk about the potential effects of the US presidential elections by end of 2024. What will happen to or how the EU perceives this. So without any further delay, let's start. EU always closely monitoring the US presidential elections since the Second World War because EU knows that without the umbrella of US protection, they will be very much vulnerable to threats like Russian threats as of today and any other threats. So they need this. Moreover, the US protection on the maritime routes enable also European companies to win enormous advantages to export or import activities, especially both of them, to Far East, to Middle East, to Central Asia, and other places in the world. So without US, EU economy will be really will be affected. But is it so easy for any other or any let's say forthcoming US president to say that I'm going to take my membership from NATO because nobody is paying as much as I do? No, it's not. In the US, there's a clear separation of powers between president office, the Congress, and the court. So, and I am sure that even President Trump might consider or say it loudly, let's say that this is his desire or wish. I am sure that I do believe that Congress is not going to allow this because there is also a big, how can I say, relation between United States and Europe in terms of economic activities, and leaving it to a control by a Russian authority or a big influence from China is going to also affect the U.S. I would say export and import activities greatly. That's a long-term threat to U.S. and U.S. cannot allow this. Therefore, I do not believe that Trump is whatever he says is going to take place. But I am sure that he's going to start influencing the European leaders in order to pay a reasonable share for their contribution to NATO expenses, which is, I do agree, by the way, it has to be, it's a membership, not a fairship. So everybody has to play and its role and pay its due accordingly. Now, whenever I am looking from the aspect of Turkey, this also gives some kind of also insight about EU. Now, EU is dependent on NATO, and the second largest, I would say, the military power in NATO is Turkey. And as you know, Turkey has been investing in the military equipment lately. Turkey has been constructing new warship maritime vehicles and also investing heavily on the air forces in terms of drones and new, I will say, stealth jet technology. This should also be rewarded accordingly. As of today, US has been controlling all the maritime chokes, which is also giving them able to have a major, let's say, or a fair, I would say, share from the export activities globally. And if Turkey is going to be effective either in the North Africa or African Horn, or I would say Indian even Sea, controlling the, I will say, the pirate activities, or going to ensure the safe passage of the European vehicles from one to another end of, let's say, Far East against the threats of Iran, or I will say even China, and or even maybe Russia, then we have to be also rewarded according to for that. So why Turkey is not demanding a fair, I will say, export-import activities in order to support this kind of security parameters, I do not understand. I think it's a lackness that our government at this moment is considering, because we have a huge effect in the African Horn. We are controlling also the country in that regard. We are helping them to get developed in the most area. So I will suggest that Turkey should loudly demand and go forward with these kind of activities. Also, moreover, Turkey understands also a different role. Now, as of today, if I'm not wrong, the European Union is around 500 million in population, but they cannot have I will say, an army strong if United States decides to leave. Even in my own calculations, it will be very hard for European Union to engage any military activity, even against Turkey, in total. It might not be hard as you might consider, but it might be hard also for them. I mean, it's not about only the technology that you should be considering um, mm, the money, but also you should be considering about the manpower and other things, geography. So in that regard, both sides have advantages and disadvantages. That's why it's not easy, even with 550 million and much more strong in economy, will be hard for European Union to have a European army, even to engage any military activities, even I would say against Turkey. Therefore, European has been watching this elections campaign or the start of the elections campaign very closely, but they shouldn't really not be I would say concerned about this because in the Congress of US there are always people long standing there, either 20 years, 10 years, even 30 years, people serving for the Congresses, and they have a long tradition of applying the similar or the same affairs. So I do not believe that U.S. Congress will let any European or sorry states president to allow him or her to dissolve, let's say, from NATO. That will not happen because it's not only the fair share, but it's also the U.S. interests and the global peace. So it will. I do not believe that it's going to happen, and I think Europe has a less thing to be concerned about this. But what the Europeans should understand that it's a big concern for United States that they are not paying equally as it should be. The other thing that you should also closely watch is that United Britain, I mean, United Kingdom has decided, or Prime Minister Sunak has decided that, or stated that they are going to increase their military spendings to 2.5% before or due 2030s, which signals that there is a major change in the security parameters for United Kingdom. They do understand, or they do foresee something is going to change, and that's what also concerns United or European Union, let's say. So I do understand why European leaders are concerned, but they have to pay equally to anyone who is contributing to European nations' security. And in terms of this, I believe Turkey should also ask the fair, I would say, return of investment accordingly. If you like our program, please give a thumbs up, and I'm just really, really eager to read your comments about it. Have a nice day. Bye.